Hi, welcome to the Exadata Cloud Service lesson. My name is Sanjay Narvekar. I'm a product manager in the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Field Enablement team. I will be taking you through this lesson today. Here's a quick look at the Safe Harbor statement. After completing today's lesson, you'll be able to describe the features of Exadata Cloud Service. You'll have an understanding of how service management works in Exadata Cloud Service, and you'll also know how to provision an Exadata Cloud Service on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. So let's get started. Let's have a quick overview of Exadata. The Exadata machine is the best infrastructure for a database platform. It is most advanced, it has the highest performance, it is always available, it allows you to start small and you can scale your workloads. It has the ideal server architecture. You can scale out with the fastest CPUs. The unified ultra-fast InfiniBand architecture is the ideal network architecture for your workloads. You can scale out your servers to give you the ideal storage architecture. Oracle is the only enterprise vendor to use PCI Flash. It is also the only enterprise architecture that realizes full flash bandwidth. Now let's look at the Exadata Cloud Service. The Oracle Cloud Infrastructure is the only cloud platform engineered to run the Oracle database. When you subscribe to the Exadata Cloud Service, it will give you the Enterprise Edition Extreme Performance options, which includes all Oracle Database Enterprise Edition options with the Database Enterprise Manager packs. Also, all the Exadata software features are included. You can bring your own license entitlements to Exadata Cloud. Doing so includes Database Enterprise Edition, and you can add preferred database options currently used on premises. License entitlements for the following Oracle database features are included. This includes transparent data encryption, data masking and subsetting pack, diagnostics pack, tuning pack, and real application testing. One Oracle processor license maps to 2 OCPUs when you bring your own license to Exadata Cloud. Also, all Exadata software features are included. The Exadata Cloud Service, along with the Enterprise Edition Extreme Performance software, is the most powerful database and platform. It has all the database innovations of the Oracle database, along with the innovations for Exadata database machine. When a customer brings a Database Enterprise Edition license entitlement to Oracle Platform as a Service, they are granted the rights to use Diagnostics Pack, Tuning Pack, Data Masking and Subsetting Pack, and also the Real Application Testing without having on-premises license entitlements for those database options. So this slide will show you a schematic of how that works. Database bring your own license to PaaS customers also have access to transparent data encryption and hybrid columnar compression. This is a significant advantage for customers who use the bring your own license to Oracle PaaS model versus AWS Infrastructure as a Service or AWS RDS service. Let us now look at the service details. The supported releases include Exadata hardware X6 and X7, as well as the associated software for those versions. Oracle supports Oracle Database 11.2.04, 12.1.02, 12.2.01, and 18c on Exadata Cloud Service. You can deploy Exadata Cloud Service at multiple Oracle Cloud Infrastructure data center regions. You can choose an OCI region, configure a private software-defined network, choose and configure an Exadata Cloud Service shape, and deploy databases. It supports the flexible consumption model with a minimum 1-month subscription. From a lifecycle management perspective, you have a choice of dedicated hardware infrastructure up to 368 cores. You have assured hardware resources. No server or storage over provisioning is done. You only pay for database cores needed with no minimums. The Exadata Cloud Service supports up to hundreds of cores with hundreds of terabytes of storage, which gives you millions of IOPS. It has the maximum availability architecture best practices built in, and also gives you the automated user interface to manage databases. Here's a quick look at the Exadata Cloud Service X7 hardware infrastructure. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure supports quarter rack, half rack, and full rack. So you can go with 2 database servers up to 8 database servers, and also from 92 OCPUs to 368 OCPUs. Let us now look at service management in Exadata Cloud Service. Oracle owns and manages the Exadata infrastructure. This includes servers, storage software, networking, firmware, hypervisor, etc. Customers control and manage software that directly affects their application. They get authentication and redo. Oracle owns and manages Exadata infrastructure. Redo. Oracle owns and manages Exadata infrastructure on the Exadata Cloud Service. This includes servers, storage software, networking, firmware, hypervisor, etc. Customers control and manage software that directly affects their application. They authenticate to access redo. Oracle owns and manages Exadata infrastructure. Redo. Oracle owns and manages Exadata infrastructure on the Exadata Cloud Service. This includes servers, storage software, networking, firmware, hypervisor, etc. Customers control and manage software that directly affects their application. This is done by using customer-specified SSH keys to authenticate to the customer VMs. Customers have root access to customer VMs. Customers have access to the database, grid infrastructure, agents, operating system, etc. Customers configure and run databases as they like. They can manage database schemas, users, transparent data encryption or TDE keys. Customers can invoke cloud automation to perform administrative tasks such as updates and backups. Let us now look at migrating databases to Exadata Cloud Service. The Exadata Cloud Service is 100% compatible with Oracle databases that are running on-premises. This makes migration easy and low risk. Customers can go down the path of logical migration or physical migration. Logical migration allows reorganization and optimization. You can use tools like Data Pump or Golden Gate replication to assist with logical migration. When you go with physical migration option, it is the simplest byte-to-byte copy of the on-premises database. You can use RMAN backups, transportable technologies, or DataGuard to assist you with this migration. Or you can also restore from backup on Oracle Public Cloud. To move your on-premises data from the servers to Oracle Cloud infrastructure, you have the following choices. You can use public internet, which sometimes can be unreliable, or you can use private high bandwidth virtual network using the Fast Connect service. And this would be recommended if you have large quantities of data that you wish to transfer from your on-premises data center to Oracle Cloud infrastructure. Or you can use the data transfer services when your database is in tens of terabytes. Let us now look at high availability and backup and recovery. The Exadata Cloud Service has integrated Exadata maximum availability architecture features and practices. This includes full data protection, consistency, and transactional isolation, fully active real application clustered database, ASM for high redundancy, redundant InfiniBand and Ethernet networks, and also DataGuard can be set up across the different OCI regions. Database backups is enabled using Cloud Backup to Oracle Cloud Storage Service. This is low cost, and the default frequency is weekly full backups with daily incremental backups. The Exadata local disk can be used for the fast recovery area for RMAN backups. Let us now look at the access and security features of the Exadata Cloud Service. Customers can securely access the Exadata Cloud Service from on-premises clients. This ranges from using the Identity Access Management service with security rules to control which user can access or provision Exadata Cloud Service from the console, securely access the Exadata service using a virtual cloud network, and using strict security list configuration upon creation. Customers need to open the ports and set access rules to allow the access from on-premises to the Exadata Cloud Service running on Oracle Cloud infrastructure. The InfiniBand partition per tenant provides customers with complete isolation from other customers. Databases are encrypted by default. The virtual machines are also isolated from other tenants at a hardware level. The Exadata Cloud Service requires two physical networks: the client network for application connectivity and a backup network for database backup traffic. The compute tier is connected to the Exadata Cloud Service using a low latency network. All database cloud provisioning and lifecycle operations are exposed through web interfaces and RESTful APIs. This includes creating databases, patching databases, cloning databases, starting and stopping of the compute resources, etc. These REST APIs allows integration with customers' existing automation infrastructure such as ServiceNow, OpenStack, Cloud Foundry, and Terraform. Let us now look at provisioning an Exadata Cloud Service on Oracle Cloud infrastructure. You will have to first log in into the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure console, click on DB Systems, and then click on Launch DB System. A screen pops up which requires you to enter information to kickstart the provisioning process. You will first provide a database name for your Exadata Cloud Service deployment, and then you will select an availability domain. You will then select the bare metal machine shape and select one of the available choices for your Exadata Cloud Service. In this case, I'm going to select Exadata Quarter Rack, the 2.92 shape. You can then optionally name your Exadata cluster and then select the CPU core count for the service. This can be 0 to the maximum number of OCPUs the service physically contains. You can then select the license type for your deployment. The license type lets you choose license included, which is the flex model where all options are included, or bring your own license where you bring your licenses from on-premises to the cloud. You will then enter or upload your public SSH key and then select a storage percentage. You'll have to pick 40% if you want the grid disk to be 40% data and 60% recovery, or choose 80% if you need 80% data and 20% recovery. You will then select a virtual cloud network for your Exadata Cloud Service. This network needs to have been previously created. The client network requires a dedicated subnet, and the backup network also requires a dedicated subnet. You will then enter a hostname prefix for your deployment. You will then name your database, and this name has to be a maximum of 8 characters. For an 11G R2 database, this will be the database name, and with 12C and 18C, this is the container database name. You will then select a database version and name the database with a pluggable database name if you're using version 12 or version 18. You will then provide a password. This password will be used for the sys and system users as well as your database wallet. And this password has certain characteristics that you need to make sure that you meet. Otherwise, you will not be able to proceed further. You will then select a database workload type, which can be OLTP or DSS. Optionally, you can change the character set of the database, but best practices say leave as these default values. You will then launch the database by clicking on the Launch DB System button. In the previous section, you saw how you can deploy an Exadata Cloud Service on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. We will now see some customer reference stories in the next section. In this customer reference story, you'll see that a large clothing retailer migrated their mission-critical Manhattan and additional workloads to Exadata Cloud Service on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. This gave the customer a maximum available architecture for their applications. In this customer reference story, an online subscription service company consolidated their database workloads and business intelligence workloads on Exadata Cloud Service running in Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. In this customer reference story, a multinational retail franchise operator migrated their e-business suite HCM to Exadata Cloud Service on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Classic Service. And in this customer reference story, an online travel agency implemented their disaster recovery application architecture on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. To summarize, in today's lesson, you learned about the different features of the Exadata Cloud Service. You looked at the aspects of service management in Exadata Cloud Service. You saw how you can provision an Exadata Cloud Service on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, and also looked at certain customer reference stories. I hope you found the lesson useful. Thanks for spending your time with me today. Have a great day.